increasing. The President expressed hope that the existing relations with Bangladesh would reach new heights during the new US government's tenure. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid said there is an ample opportunity to expand economic relations with Ethiopia. The President asked the new envoys of Bangladesh to work for strengthening relations, including trade and investment, with the US and Ethiopia during their tenure. The President's Office Secretary Shampod Borua, Military Secretary Major General S.M. Shamimuzzaman and Secretary attached to the President's Office Muhammad Wahidul Islam Khan were present. Spanish Ambassador to Bangladesh Francisco de Osis Benitez Salas paid a courtesy call on Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhary at her Parliament building office today. During the meeting, they discussed ways to strengthen bilateral relations between the two countries, formation of inter-parliamentary friendship group, climate impact, social and economic development of Bangladesh, global situation during the corona pandemic, and women empowerment in Bangladesh. The Speaker said assistance and coordination between countries, including during the current global pandemic situation, are of utmost importance. Exchange of experiences and work plans among countries on continuity of education, keeping everyone safe, assisting the people rendered jobless, demand prompt action, she added. Ambassador Francisco de Osis Benitez Salas appreciated Bangladesh government's endeavour to keep economy running during the pandemic and said the formation of parliamentary friendship group and exchange of parliamentary procedures can further cement the existing bondage between the two countries. Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir has said BNP patronizes corrupt people as it believes in self-interest. About BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam's comment that people are passing miserable lives, the Awami League General Secretary said people want to know what is the role of BNP as a responsible political party during Corona, recent flood and super cyclone Amphan. Obaidul Qadir said this while inaugurating second Noyarhat Bridge of 4-lane road through video conference from his official residence this morning.
বিএনপি মহাসচিব বলেছেন খালেদা জিয়াকে নাকি অন্যায়ভাবে বন্দী করে রাখা হয়েছে, জেনে বুঝে ও শুনে কেন মিথ্যাচার করছেন। সরকার বেগম জিয়ার বিরুদ্ধে মামলাও দেয়নি, সাজাও দেননি। মামলা করেছে তত্ত্বাবধায়ক সরকার, সাজা দিয়েছে বাংলাদেশের স্বাধীন আদালত। বরং শেখ হাসিনাই বেগম জিয়ার প্রতি সদয় হয়ে 2 বার সাজা স্থগিত করেছেন। বিএনপি এমন একটি দল যাদের কৃতজ্ঞতা বোধ নেই, তারা নিজেরা কিছু করতে পারেননি, নিজেদের নেতৃত্বের জন্য দেখবার মতো একটা বিক্ষোভও করতে পারেননি। আর শেখ হাসিনা মানবিক কারণে তার পরিবার পরিজনের অনুরোধে তাকে আজকে যে সাজা স্থগিত করে মুক্তি দিয়েছেন, সেজন্য তাদের কৃতজ্ঞতা বোধটুকুও আছে, এটা তাদের কথাবার্তায় মনে হয় না। তাদের নেতাকর্মীদের বিরুদ্ধে নাকি সরকার অন্যায়ভাবে মামলা দিচ্ছে। একদিকে বিএনপি নেতাকর্মীরা সন্ত্রাস সৃষ্টি করবে, জনগণের সম্পদ শান্তি নষ্ট করবে, বাসে আগুন দেবে, নিজেরা মারামারি করবে, সরকারের জনস্বার্থে ব্যবস্থা যখনই নেয় তখন রাজনৈতিক প্রতিহিংসা দিয়ে মোকাবিলা করে, জনগণের সম্পদে আগুন দেবে, আবার ব্যবস্থাও নেওয়া যাবে না এর বিরুদ্ধে, এমন মামাবাড়ির আবদার তারা করছে।
The Bridges Minister said Dhaka-Sahiwal Highway is more important and it needs to be cleaned and maintained properly as National Mausoleum situated in Nobinagar area.
গুরুত্বপূর্ণ জাতীয় মহাসড়ক সমূহ 4 লেনে উন্নীত করতে যাচ্ছি পর্যায়ক্রমে। ইতিমধ্যে গত 10 বছরে আমরা প্রায় 4.5 কিলোমিটার মহাসড়ক 4 লেনে উন্নীতকরণের কাজ করেছি। বর্তমানে আরো 450 কিলোমিটার মহাসড়কের 4 লেনে উন্নীতকরণ কাজ চলমান রয়েছে। এয়ারপোর্ট রোড সহ রাজধানী ঢাকার প্রবেশ এবং ঢাকা থেকে বের হওয়া সড়ক সমূহের সৌন্দর্য বর্ধন, পরিচ্ছন্নতার উপর জোর দিচ্ছি এ বিষয়ে একটি পরিকল্পনা গ্রহণ করুন। আরেকটি বিষয় বলতে চাই, সেতু নির্মাণ চলাকালে দক্ষতার সাথে যানবাহন ব্যবস্থাপনাও ম্যানেজ করতে হবে।
Lawmaker Benzir Ahmed, Chief Engineer of Roads and Highways Department Shahryar Alam, Additional Chief Engineer Shobujuddin Khan, among others, were present. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman sculpture will be installed in Turkish capital Ankara. The Turkish ambassador to Bangladesh, Mustafa Usman Turan, told journalists after paying a courtesy call on Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood at his office at the Secretariat today. The decision was also taken to install sculpture of Kemal Atatürk in Dhaka, said the Turkish envoy. The Information Minister said Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has been invited to the concluding program of the Mujib Borsho. The visit
আছে সেই ইন্টারন্যাশনাল টার্কিশ চ্যানেলে, যেটা ইংলিশ, সেখানে মুজিব বর্ষ উপলক্ষে কিছু প্রোগ্রাম সেখান থেকে প্রদর্শন করা নিয়েও আমরা আলোচনা করেছি। তারা সিদ্ধান্ত নিয়েছে ইতিমধ্যেই যে তুরস্কের রাজধানী আঙ্কারাতে বঙ্গবন্ধুর একটি ভাস্কর্য স্থাপনের, একই সাথে ঢাকায় আধুনিক তুরস্কের প্রতিষ্ঠাতা কামাল আতাতুর্কের আরেকটি ভাস্কর্য এখানে স্থাপনের। টার্কির বিজনেস ক্যাপিটাল হচ্ছে ইস্তাম্বুল এবং বাংলাদেশের বাণিজ্য নগরী হচ্ছে বাণিজ্যিক রাজধানী বলি আমরা চট্টগ্রাম। তো সেখানেও কি করা যায়, যে এরকম কিছু করা যায় কিনা সেটি নিয়েও আমরা আলোচনা করেছি। এবং সার্বিকভাবে শুধু মুজিব বর্ষ নয়, আগামী বছর আমাদের স্বাধীনতার সুবর্ণ জয়ন্তী 50 বছর পূর্তি, সে উপলক্ষেও কিভাবে আমরা মিডিয়ার ক্ষেত্রে আমাদের দুই দেশের জার্নালিস্টদের মধ্যে কিভাবে আমরা ট্রেনিং আদান প্রদান করতে পারি সেটি নিয়েও আমরা আলোচনা করেছি।
Sculptures of both leaders of our nations, already two streets, one in Ankara is named after Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and as you all know, in Dhaka an avenue is named after Kemal Atatürk. So we will have sculptures of both of our leaders as part of our heritage, our common history, the respect, solidarity and friendship between our countries.
State Minister for Information Dr. Murad Hassan, Information Secretary Khaja Mia and senior officials of the ministry were present during the meeting of the Information Minister and the Turkish ambassador. 2nd December today, the 23rd anniversary of the historic Chattogram Hill Tracts Accord. On this day in 1997, the historic agreement was signed between the Hill Tracts Affairs National Committee and Parbotto Chattogram Jonosanghoto Shomiti to establish peace by ending long-standing conflict in the Hill Tracts. The then Jatiyo সংসদ Chief Whip Abul Hasnat Abdullah signed the agreement on behalf of the government, while Jyotindro Bodhopriyo Larma on behalf of PCJSS. The signing of this agreement put an end to the long struggle of the peace forces for almost 2 decades. As a result, the members of the armed movement of the peace force returned to normal life by depositing arms. The government announced their general amnesty. Patriot countrymen strongly condemned the derogatory comments about the sculpture of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Different organizations arranged protest rallies across the country, including the capital city Dhaka today, demanding punishment to the conspirators. Bangladesh Mukti Jodha Jubo Projonmo League and Bangomata Sanskritik Jot formed human chain in front of the National Press Club in the capital. President of Mukti Jodha Jubo Projonmo League, Abdul Shohid Kajol, and President of Bangomata Sanskritik Jot, Sheikh Shah Alam, among others, spoke on the occasion. The speaker said anti-liberation forces are conspiring to destabilize the country through making the people confused about the sculpture. Jatiyotawadi Samajtantrik Dol Jashod organized protest rally at Bangabandhu Avenue in the capital. Chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Information Ministry, Hasanul Haq Inu, said anti-sculpture activists are the representatives of BNP Jamaat alliance. Jashud General Secretary Shirin Akhtar, among others, spoke at the protest rally. Bangladesh Islami Oikko Jot at a press conference in the capital strongly condemned the fitna and wrong explanation of the Holy Quran about sculpture. Chairman of the Bangladesh Islami Oikko Jot, Misbahur Rahman Chowdhury, its Secretary General Shaykhul Hadith Mufti Muniruzzaman Rabbani, and eminent alim, ulema and Islami intellectuals spoke at the press conference. They urged the patriotic countrymen to be united for checking evil activities of the communal forces. Krishok League Bandorbon District Unit organized a discussion meeting at Bandorbon Upazila Council protesting anti-sculpture activities of the communal forces. Krishok League President, agriculturist Shomir Chandro Chanda, in his speech said all have to come under a single umbrella for checking the evil activities of BNP Jamaat alliance.
বাংলাদেশের একমাত্র
high-flow nasal cannula machines to the Prime Minister's office today for the treatment of COVID-19 patients in the country. Country Director of the Islamic Relief, Muhammad Akmal Sharif, and Chairman of Allama Fazlullah Foundation, Professor Dr. Abu Reza Nadvi MP, handed over the machines to the Prime Minister's Principal Secretary, Dr. Ahmed Kaikaus, at the Prime Minister's office this afternoon. The machines will serve as an alternative to the much-needed ventilator for the treatment of people infected with corona. 38 COVID-19 patients died in the country in the last 24 hours, increasing the death toll from the pandemic to 6,713. The recovery count rose to 4,69,423 after another 2,198 recovered during the period. A press release of the Directorate General of Health Services published this today. It said the tally of the infection surged to 3,85,786, with 2,562 new cases being confirmed. And now on to international news. The UK has become the first country in the world to approve the Pfizer-BioNTech coronavirus vaccine, paving the way for mass vaccination. Britain's medicines regulator, MHRA, says the jab, which offers up to 95% protection against the COVID-19 illness, is safe to be rolled out. The first 800,000 doses will be available in the UK from next week, Health Secretary Matt Hancock said. People should wait to be contacted by the NHS, he added. Elderly people, those in care homes and some NHS staff will be prioritized first, although more details on the priority list is due later. Meanwhile, COVID-19 global death toll crosses 14,90,000 as more than 11,873 people died yesterday globally. More than 6,43,77,000 are infected globally, and more than 4,46,39,000 people have recovered so far. A U.S. state of Georgia election official has said President Donald Trump will bear responsibility for any violence that results from unsubstantiated election fraud claims he has stoked. Georgia is carrying out a second recount of votes at the Trump camp's request. Joe Biden was declared a narrow winner in the key state. Trump campaign spokesman Tim Murtaugh said it was trying to make sure that all legal votes are counted and all illegal votes are not. It came after U.S. Attorney General William Barr said his Justice Department had so far found no proof to back the president's claims of fraud in the election, the latest setback to the Trump camp's legal challenges in several states. At least 8 people were killed in a road accident in Uttar Pradesh's Kaushambi last night. India Today said A family was returning from a marriage function in a private car. On the way, an overloaded truck lost control and hit them. Among the deceased were 7 women. China has successfully put another probe on the moon. Its robotic Change E5 mission touched down a short while ago with the aim of collecting samples of rock and dust to bring back to Earth. The venture has been targeted Mons Ramker, a high volcanic complex in a near-side region known as Oceanus Procellarum. The lander is expected to spend the next couple of days examining its surroundings and gathering up surface materials. It has a number of instruments to facilitate this, including a camera, spectrometer, radar, a scoop, and a drill. And now news on sports. Beximco Dhaka defeated Fortune Borishal by 7 wickets in the Bangabandhu T20 Cup cricket tournament today. Fortune Borishal batted first and scored 108 runs for 8 wickets in their stipulated 20 overs. In reply, Beximco Dhaka reached their victory target of 109 runs for 3 wickets in 18 overs, 5 balls. Yasir Ali was unbeaten on 44 runs for the team. And before we end tonight's bulletin, the headlines once again. Mobile code drives going on to ensure mask use for tackling second wave of corona. Awareness about mask use growing. BNP believes in opportunism and gives shelter to corrupt people as a political party. They have no sense of gratitude, comments Obaidul Qadir. Sculpture of Bangabandhu will be set up in Ankara, says Turkish ambassador after meeting with Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmoud. Sculpture of Kemal Atatürk will be set up in Dhaka. Protest continues against abusive words regarding sculpture of Bangabandhu. People urged to remain united against conspiracy to destroy non-communal spirit. And almost 12,000 die from coronavirus worldwide in 24 hours. UK becomes first to approve Pfizer and BioNTech coronavirus vaccine shots. And that's all from us for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and do join us again for our 11th